I want you to imagine something. Close your eyes if you can. Or just let the image form.
Imagine the version of you, 5 years from now, who did everything you are currently only thinking about doing.
Who had the conversations you keep avoiding? Who made the changes you keep postponing? Who became the thing you keep describing yourself as working towards?
What does that person look like? How do they carry themselves? How do they speak? What have they built that you have not built yet?
And now, here's the question I want you to sit with.
What is the distance between who you are today and that person?
Most people, when they answer this honestly, discover something surprising.
The distance is not as far as they thought. It is not years of dramatic transformation.
It is a series of small decisions, made consistently, over time. Decisions about what to do with fear, about what to do with doubt, about what story to keep telling, and what story to finally change.
Today, we talk about that distance and how to cross it in English, with the phrases that help you speak about and become the version of you that nobody has met yet.
Stay with us.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Speak Unstoppable, the podcast where we help you speak English naturally and confidently through real, honest conversations.
I'm John.
And I'm Maria. So happy you're here with us today.
This episode is for B1 to B2 learners, intermediate to upper intermediate level English.
How are you feeling today, John?
Honestly, on the edge of something, which is exactly where growth lives.
Same. Before we start, thank you for being here, for being someone who is still becoming.
Let's go.
Okay, I want to ask you something direct, and I want you to answer honestly, just to yourself.
What question?
When someone asks you to describe yourself, what do you say?
Most people, they describe their past, their job, their family role, their history.
I'm a teacher. I'm a mother. I'm someone who struggles with confidence. I'm not really a risk taker.
And all of these descriptions, they are based on evidence, on things that have been true, on patterns that have existed.
But here is what most people never realize. The description is not just reporting reality. It is also creating it.
Every time you describe yourself as not a risk taker, your brain receives that as instruction, and it makes decisions that match the description.
Every time you say, I'm someone who struggles with confidence, you are reinforcing a neural pathway that produces exactly that.
The story you tell about yourself, it is not just description. It is prescription.
And today, we talk about changing the prescription. Not by pretending, not by false positivity, but by genuinely choosing a different story and then living into it.
Because the version of you that nobody has met yet, it is not waiting for permission. It is waiting for the story to change. Okay. Why do people stay the same version even when they genuinely want to change?
3 reasons. And all 3, they are understandable. And all 3, they can be changed.
Reason 1. Identity attachment.
Your current identity, who you believe yourself to be, it feels like you. It feels like truth, like objective description.
But it is not description. It is construction. Built from experiences, from other people's responses to you, from the conclusions you drew, sometimes very young, about what kind of person you are.
And changing identity feels like losing yourself, like betraying something essential.
But here's the truth. The identity you are protecting, it was constructed by a younger version of you, with limited information.
And you, now, with more experience, more understanding, more clarity, you are allowed to reconstruct it.
Not to become someone else, to become more fully yourself, the version of you that was always possible, but was waiting for the story to make room.
Reason 2. The predictions of others.
The people who have known you longest, they have a version of you in their mind, based on who you have been with them.
And when you begin to change, to try new things, to speak differently, to behave in ways that do not match their version, they feel unsettled.
That is not like you. You have changed. Sometimes said with concern, sometimes with resistance.
And the fear of disrupting their version, of being seen as inconsistent or unreliable or strange, it can pull people back to the familiar version.
But other people's comfort with your old self, it is not more important than your growth.
They will adjust. Real relationships survive growth, and growth, it makes you more, not less, of who you actually are.
Reason 3. The evidence problem.
Your current identity is supported by evidence. Years of evidence. Consistent behavior that confirms the story.
I am not good at speaking in public, and you have avoided public speaking for years. So the evidence is real.
But the evidence is also circular. You believe it, so you avoid it. So you have no experience. So the belief stays true.
And breaking the circle, it requires doing the thing before you have the evidence. Acting from the new identity before it feels natural.
And it feels false at first. It feels like pretending, like performing something you are not.
But this is how every identity is built. You act the new way. The evidence accumulates. And slowly, the new identity becomes real.
Okay, what does it actually take to become the new version?
3 specific requirements. And all 3, they are harder than they sound. And completely possible.
Requirement 1. A different story.
Not a positive affirmation. Not something that feels fake. A genuinely updated story based on what you now know about yourself.
Instead of I'm not confident, I am building confidence. I have evidence of it in specific moments, and I am adding more evidence every day.
Instead of I'm bad at English, I am at B1 level in English and improving. I have come further than I realize. And I am continuing.
The new story, it is honest. It does not pretend you have arrived. But it does not pretend you are stuck either.
It acknowledges the current reality and the direction of movement.
Requirement 2. Consistent small actions.
The new version is not built through dramatic moments. It is built through consistent small ones.
The day you spoke up in a meeting, when you would normally have stayed quiet. The day you set a boundary you would normally have abandoned. The day you said yes to something that scared you.
Each one a small act of becoming the new version.
And each one, evidence. Evidence that the new story is real.
Requirement 3. Patience with the process.
Becoming a new version, it does not happen in a week or a month.
It happens in the accumulation of many weeks, many months, many small, consistent acts that gradually shift the identity from old to new.
And patience. real patience, not passive waiting. It is one of the most underrated requirements of any transformation.
You will have days when you fall back into the old version, when the old patterns emerge, when the old story speaks loudly.
And the response? Not self-attack. Not I have failed at this. Just acknowledgement and return.
That was the old version. And I am choosing the new one. Again, .ok. Real phrases. For talking about and living into the new version.
Phrase 1. I am not who I used to be. I am becoming who I want to be.
Say it. I am not who I used to be. I am becoming who I want to be.
Phrase 2. This is new for me, and I am choosing it anyway.
Say it. This is new for me, and I am choosing it anyway.
Phrase 3. I have been that version, and I am ready for the next one.
Say it. I have been that version, and I am ready for the next one.
Phrase 4. I am building the evidence for who I am becoming.
Say it. I am building the evidence for who I am becoming.
Phrase 5. I used to believe underscore 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 underscore. I am choosing to believe underscore score underscore underscore instead.
Say it with your real beliefs, your real old story, and your real new one.
Phrase 6. The version of me that nobody has met yet, I am becoming them. Slowly, consistently, starting today.
Say it. The version of me that nobody has met yet, I am becoming them. Slowly, consistently, starting today.
These phrases, they are not just English practice. They are identity practice.
Every time you say them, with meaning, you are reinforcing the new story, building the new evidence, becoming the new version. And let's connect this directly to your English journey, because everything we have said today, it applies perfectly here.
Most English learners carry a story about themselves and English.
I am not good at languages. I am too old to become fluent. My English will always have an accent. I am the kind of person who understands but cannot speak.
And these stories, they produce behavior that confirms them. Avoiding speaking, not taking risks in English conversations, waiting to be perfect before using the language.
And the behavior confirms the story. And the story continues.
But there is a version of you, an English speaker version of you, that nobody has met yet.
Not because you are not capable, but because the story has not yet made room.
What would the fluent version of you sound like? How would they move through an English conversation? What would they say that the current version hesitates to say?
That version, it is not a fantasy. It is where consistent daily practice over time is taking you.
Every episode you listen to, every phrase you say out loud, every uncomfortable conversation you attempt anyway.
It is building the version. Quietly, consistently.
And one day, you will be in an English conversation. And the words will come without the hesitation, without the translation.
And you will realize, I am the version nobody had met yet. And now, everyone can I say something about the most powerful moment in any transformation.
Please.
It is not the dramatic moment, not the big decision, not the announcement.
What is it?
It is the quiet moment, alone, when you decide. When nobody is watching, When there is no audience, when the only witness is you.
The moment you choose the new story, not because anyone will see, but because you have decided.
Those quiet private moments, they are the foundation of every version of a person that eventually becomes visible to the world.
And for English learners, those moments happen in practice. In the quiet self-talk nobody hears. In the shadowing done alone. In the recording listened to in private.
Nobody sees those moments. But they are the ones that matter most, because they are the moments when the new version is being built.
Do the work in private. And the results will eventually be visible in public.
Every great English speaker, every confident, fluent, natural speaker was once a quiet practitioner. Alone. Building the version nobody had met yet.
You are in that process right now. Right here. In this moment.
Remember this. The version of you that nobody has met yet, they are not waiting to be discovered. They are waiting to be built. And you are building them. Right now.
Say it again.
The version of you that nobody has met yet, they are not waiting to be discovered. They are waiting to be built. And you are building them. Right now.
Keep building. Word tour time.
Word 1. Construction. In this context, something built deliberately, created, not just existing naturally. Example 1. Identity is construction, not discovery. You build who you are through the choices you make consistently. Example 2. Your English fluency is under construction. Every practice session adds to the building.
Word 2. Circular. This means going around in a loop. Self-reinforcing. Example 1. The belief created circular evidence. She avoided it, so she never improved, which confirmed the belief. Example 2. Break circular patterns by acting differently, even before you believe the new story.
Word 3. Accumulate. This means to gather or build up over time, little by little. Example 1. Identity change accumulates through small, consistent actions, not through dramatic single moments. Example 2. Vocabulary accumulates through daily encounter, not through memorization alone.
Word 4. Transformation. This means a complete change in form, nature, or appearance. Example 1. Transformation is not an event. It is a process, made of many small choices over a long time. Example 2. English transformation, from learner to speaker, happens through the accumulation of consistent practice.
Word 5. Prescription. In this context, something that determines or dictates behavior or outcome. A story that prescribes what happens next. Example 1. The story you tell about yourself is not just description, it is prescription. It shapes what you do next. Example 2. Change the prescription. Choose a story that creates the behaviors you want.
Word 6. Reinforce. This means to strengthen something, to make it more established. Example 1. Every time you act from the new identity, you reinforce it. Every small act builds the evidence. Example 2. Reinforce your English. Use it daily because unused language fades and used language grows.
Word 7. Emergence. This means the process of coming into being, becoming visible or apparent. Example 1. The new version does not appear all at once. It emerges slowly, through consistent action, over time. Example 2. Fluency emerges It does not arrive. One day you realize you are there because of all the days you practiced.
Word 8. Practitioner. This means someone who regularly practices a skill or activity. A consistent doer. Example 1. Every great speaker was once a quiet practitioner, practicing alone, building the skills nobody could yet see. Example 2. Be a daily English practitioner, not a sporadic studier. The practitioner always wins in the long run.
One thing. Today.
Write 3 sentences about the new version of you, the one nobody has met yet.
Who are they? How do they speak? What have they built?
And here is your sentence template.
The version of me that nobody has met yet. They are underscore, underscore, underscore. They speak underscore score, underscore. They have built underscore. And I am becoming them. Starting today.
Say it now. Out loud.
The version of me that nobody has met yet. They are underscore, underscore, underscore. They speak underscore score, underscore. They have built underscore. And I am becoming them. Starting today.
Fill in your real vision, your real new version.
Say it like you mean it. Because you are already becoming them. Comment challenge.
One question, and the most powerful one we have ever asked.
Describe the version of you that nobody has met yet. In English. In the comments.
Use this sentence. The version of me that nobody has met yet is underscore, underscore, underscore. And I am becoming them by underscore, underscore, underscore.
Write it. In English. Right now.
Because naming that version publicly, it is already the first act of becoming them.
We read every comment. Every one. And today, we especially want to read yours.
Please give this a like.
Subscribe to Speak Unstoppable.
Thank you for being here.
The version of you that nobody has met yet.
They are waiting to be built.
And you are building them.
Right now.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Aw, that's good news about the hidden address for me, and I will have 0 energy.